Howdy guys, welcome back. It's been a little bit of time in between last episode and this one. These things seem to be adding, oh my goodness, how does this happen, right? But you know, real life, it does get in the way sometimes. And I have been doing a little bit more in terms of streaming just the last week or so, just in terms of content. But here we are, building again, and I appreciate you guys tuning in for some more. And my goodness, I do miss this city. It's actually really nice to see it again. So I thought what we could do for this episode is I have a kind of a hankering to build a really kind of neat, nifty, oversized, maybe a little outlet mall or just kind of outdoorsy kind of, just big little mall shopping district kind of thing. And we built one that was, you know, we kind of have a starter one over here, right? I do like this a lot, but I'm looking for something that's maybe a little bit bigger and possibly a little bit more organized. This is just kind of, I want to say chaotic, right? But it just, we had a lot of variables here in creating this area. Let's just put it that way. So I want to make something that's a little bit more organized. Otherwise, the city, it's definitely coming along quite nicely. And I had quite a few comments that the subway network that we had built looks very similar to the one in Toronto, and that's very true. Actually, I pulled a lot of inspiration from the city of Toronto. It's a very efficient design, because I originally was going to do one separate line, and then another line, and then connect only in the middle. And then I was like, oh, why don't they just loop? And then I was like, this looks familiar. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, I can see how and why they would have built that in the first place. So, definitely an efficient kind of, you know, system, that whole U with the cross connection or something. Actually, you know, since we're up here, before we hop into the mall, let me just show off a few other cool areas. So, you know, I mean, this has been reworked a few times over just to kind of get the angles a little bit smoother and that kind of stuff. Same with this bridge here. Otherwise, this is how things are looking on this end of town now. Had to get some new assets to kind of fill in the holes that were deleted, unfortunately. And it's very tricky to get all of this to be like level. So this is kind of as close as I could get, which is why there aren't too many static trains right here. Kind of ran into a little bit of trouble with that. Eventually just gave up. So kind of left for that. But I mean, not the end of the world, right? We do have a few more over here. And then I'm kind of a fan of these interchanges. So to make things a little bit more efficient in terms of speed, we have kind of like a basket weave kind of thing happening over here. So if you're coming, you know, this direction, you break away, you can see you have the option to go in, and that connects to that highway like this truck is doing right now. You can see you just go off that way. Or if you want to go up, over type thing, there you are right here, taking this part. And then same idea for over here, but to make the merging a little bit safer, a little bit more efficient, you can kind of see we've got the lane that exits, comes up, meets in over here, bada bing, bada boom. A little bit faster, right? And then what I ended up doing over here, I mean, this was kind of the same as before, right? Is I kind of like made this very chaotic, but kind of fun at the same time, right? So let's take a look at this. So you're coming in, fun little pylon marker thing right here. You break away if you want to leave, right, to go, you know, onto the road or whatever. I did not have an exit that goes down to here. I just figured in terms of braking traffic, let's have people come over here. And let's have people end this highway part over here, just so we have a little bit of segregation, so that, you know, like volume doesn't get too bad in any one spot. However, if you do want to go this direction, you kind of see you break, go under, up and over, magnificent, beautiful. If you're coming this way, this goes down, you know, sneaks across. And then this one right here, you're turning right to get onto the highway. And if you're coming under the bridge, you're turning right. So no turning left here, no turning left here. It's a little bit faster, I think, for the highway on and off. And this is fairly simple, just this right here. Just go up and through. I didn't do all connections, all full types. You kind of see there's no way to go here off. What I was hoping for was to kind of get people to use a different set of exits for that kind of stuff. So I'm actually going to build a different set of highway on and off ramps over here eventually. But we're going to save that for when we start pushing more of our industry this way. But I'm hoping to build, an interchange right here, and then interchange right here to serve the bottom part. Because, like, if we can just get a few people, you know, breaking away from exiting here, I think it might make things look a bit cleaner, you know. Of course, I mean, we might even add one. You never know, right? We'll see how things go. Maybe we'll have one go from here to here. But for the moment, I don't have it. Just, you know, personal preference type thing, right? Okay. And I guess with that, we can hop into our mall. I don't really think there's anything else in the city that changed too much. No, that's pretty much it. Okay, so I'm picking this area here because we have this train station that's essentially out in the middle of nowhere doing nothing for nobody. It's more of a decoration kind of thing. I had to place it just so I could get the train routes to kind of cooperate a little bit, if you guys remember that. And we are overdue for putting in some more public transit just in general, so I think we're going to maybe stretch a tram line up here as well. I'm definitely not opposed to that. Okay, well, let's flatten out a little bit of the area here. That should help a lot with the placement of our custom buildings here. Okay, so we're going to build, like I said, a nice big old mall area. There's some parking lots, this and that. I've downloaded some custom buildings. I'll toss in a link for some of the stuff I'm using. It's actually part of like a little collection pack. So you can see this doesn't really help us in terms of how the slope kind of works. So let's try and be level with our train station, and then we'll smooth out the other points just so it looks a little bit more realistic instead of having these just kind of weird cliffy things, you know. Smooth operator. There we go. That works for me. And let's just get rid of these trees just so it's a little bit easier to kind of see what we're up to. My goodness, the game has got very carried away with all these rocks here. Okay, so there's a few spots we still need to terraforming, kind of like right over here, for example. And just the transitions, I want them to look a little bit cleaner. That's kind of the goal for this as well. And same with over here, right? Maybe we can make all this little thing look nicer. Oh, and we can also bring the subway up here as well. Speaking of the subway, maybe that can sneak up and over. Oh, okay. Not opposed to that either. So these rocks, I mean, there's too many of them. I'm not going to worry about them just yet, though, because when we go over top of them with, you know, roads and stuff, they'll just disappear, so. Okay, so I'd like an avenue or something just kind of sneaking through. I guess maybe we won't really connect 100% to here, because I don't want traffic to get crazy. Let's have the way into the mall, say, from this road. And let's just go in, and we'll have some parking lots connected to this. That slope is a little bit drastic, but it's not too steep, actually, and I think we're okay. And then in the middle here, I'd like a roundabout just to kind of connect maybe the quadrants of the mall together. Or, like, you know, connect some of the parking lots to, you know, other spots in the mall type thing. Oop, I did not do that correctly. And I think a 5x5 should be more than enough space. And then, you know, in the center of these things, this is where we can put, like, you know, decorations, statues, little parks or something. Even just, like, little flower boxes, like that kind of stuff, right? Just to make things look a little bit more unique and special. Now, let's switch up our roads. Nope. And I wonder... Oh, we can connect. That's cool. So back way in like this. And that'd be kind of nice, actually, to do that. Just move this. I know I said I didn't really want too much traffic, so we're gonna just be cautious on what we're doing with this little side road here. But I think we could offset things by going like that. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of this, to be honest. There we go. Looks kind of fun. Okay, let's do this as a general shape, and let's see what we can do in terms of putting our buildings in place, getting them all to line up and look all proper. Now, I did just download these right before I launched the game, so I have absolutely no idea where they're going to show up. Hopefully, they aren't too hard to find. And I did add a new mod to the list here, so I'm using the Rico mod, so I can place these buildings and have some function to them. And of course, wouldn't you know it, I have no idea where they are. Probably the last place you look type thing, right? Oh yeah, maybe they're not here. Okay, so where would the Rico ones show up? Perhaps they're in the parks? I don't know. I do not know. I want to say maybe in... No, they wouldn't be in monuments. Or maybe unique buildings. Or wait, we were just there. Oh gosh. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry, guys. Probably should have researched this right before I started this, but you know, nothing's ever where they should be. Okay, so definitely not there. Maybe there's something I'm missing in terms of turning another mod on or something. I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Who knows? Let's take one more look through here, especially with the expanded view on. I don't see anything new, unfortunately. Well, isn't this frustrating? What is this here? Oh, ploppable Rico. Well, this is what we're after. Oh, well, hey now. Oh, these are theaters and stuff. Oh, cool, these all work. Oh, these are previous buildings that I downloaded that were Rico capable, but because we had plopped them without the Rico mod on, they just were you know, decoration type thing. Well, this is interesting. I'm glad we just figured this out. I didn't abandon the project right here. Okay, so we can put a gas station in. We had one in our previous little mall area. Whether or not it ends up here, we'll kind of see, but just good to have one of those over here. Definitely use as Walmart. Okay, so Walmart. And I have a Walmart auto department too, so we can put that in right next door. And we'll just use some of these little side roads. And then we can concrete paint over top. Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess we could... That really wasn't the direction I wanted, to be honest with you. I was hoping for... just to be in line with this. And I wonder why the plopping point isn't cooperating with me here. Well, let's just try moving this over. Oh, neat. That's... this Rico thing. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this. That's kind of cool how it behaves. So that can be on, I think, this side in order to get it to work. That might be a little bit too close. So we'll see. Yes, it is. Okay, 1, 2, 8. Well, at least now we know. Come on, cooperate with me, please. Okay, so to line this up, I guess we're going to be in that spot. It does look like it's slightly off, but I think we're going to do that. I think that's fine with me. And then we can always do some parking lots or something behind. I'd like this maybe to follow the whole length of the mall. And we can surface paint over top of this, but I just want somewhere for the vehicles to be able to drive type of thing. And we can always put some shops, like that kind of stuff there too. And this is what I was talking about, wanting to terraform a little bit more efficiently ahead of time. So maybe we're going to actually push this terraforming out a little bit. Okay. I mean, if we get rid of this road, that should fix it too. Otherwise, it's not too drastic here. We'll kind of curve and slope things a little bit more efficiently afterwards, or even just get rid of this road for the moment. I guess it's not really that you know, detrimental to the cause right now. Okay, so this again, just temporary. We're gonna slope it all afterwards. I just want the bulk of our little mall setting to be in place first. And I think that's probably a better approach. Okay, so we're going from here downward. That's coming across like this. That can connect like that. But we're actually not going to connect it until we do the terraforming. Just because that does look a little bit peculiar. And let's get some parking lots in here. And we'll just use our, it's regular ones. So they'll be familiar to us. Leave a gap of 3, so we can have one of these fun ones in the middle. Where did that go? I'm sure I passed it. There it is. Alright, that works. And, okay, let's take a look at some other of these bigger buildings, because I wanted to get these in before space becomes too much of an issue. Well, that's good. We can fit the parking or the gas station behind the Walmart. And that would make kind of sense too, having it in line with the auto center. This would probably be like maybe like a different brand than Shell, but I still kind of like the idea of this being in the same little spot, so that's kind of cool. Right, Rico. Gotta get used to that little button over there. I keep forgetting. Oh, we got a Best Western. I almost forgot about this too. Oh, I want to use this just slightly. Actually, you know, why don't we use it over here next to the train station? Why not, right? What I was hoping to do with this, though, was to make like a little rest stop or something just outside of the city along the highway. And have like a little hotel and everything kind of with it. But I like that. That's kind of cool. I think it serves this area well, too. So we do have these cinemas. Both of them are from Germany. Always plop one of these down as well. Okay, so the cinema maybe down here. You see, it's playing Star Wars, of course. What other movie is there to even watch in theaters? Up to me, they're the only movie still in theaters, but you know. All right, so the terraform, you can see, I'm still kind of, I'm gonna say a little bit unsure, but I'm still not 100% what our game plan is. But I'm liking where this is placed, so I think we'll keep that. It's just like this little back slope part. Maybe we'll have get some buildings or parking lots in just to kind of solve the issue here. It's the transitions that's kind of killing me right now. A bit better. Okay. That's really convenient. So these are a bunch of UK shops that I had downloaded. Oh, and these are working too, that means? Oh, mama, look at that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow, these are big. We do eventually have to make like a little downtown kind of district with like some skyscrapers and stuff. I'm looking forward to that. Let's just stay kind of focused over here. Oh, these are Rico as well. Nice. Cool. Now, I had downloaded some more. Well, there you go. Just gotta scroll right through them. How about that? Look at this. Okay, cool. So we got our Walmart, our Best Buy, a few other name brands. This is what I was hoping for on this side. Cool. Toys R Us. GameStop. Staples. Awesome. Oh, Subway. Bed Bath and Beyond. Now, with this gap, hopefully you can get something. Oh, nice. That does fit in the middle, or even a another street or something that kind of comes through. All right. Well, let's let's shift these down. Fortunately, we have to can't move them the traditional way. And instead of them just being on this road, since we're going to shift them, I want these to be, like, this road to be directly connected to the parking lot and then have the shops kind of behind them. I think that's a little bit more realistic. Okay, so row of parking lots first, but we'll use a skinnier one than we've been using. Or we can go, you know, like this type thing. And no, that's still too big. I need a smaller one. I should have them. Whenever you download more stuff, it just kind of rearranges the, you know, what you had before the order. So I'm just looking for a small little. Oh, here it is. Yeah, not symmetrical, but you know, instead of having these, we'll just use the other ones. And let's terraform this out, and then we'll, you know, terraform it back after type thing. Okay, that's fine. Get some parking. Come across this. The only thing though is you can kind of see the way these fences are. In real life, I don't think you'd per se have that, because how would you get out of the parking lot into, so one of these has got to go. And then we'll put a plaza or a park or something right here to replace it. Oh, too big. Well, we can just make our own, I guess. Just go like that. Actually, we can even just make it a little, and then go over top of the concrete painter afterwards. Put like a statue maybe here. What are we after? Let's actually look at it through this view. Oh, we have so many props. I can't even get over this sometimes. All I want to do is add more. You definitely see us doing a lot more. Some Starbucks props. Tell me, going a little bit prop crazy. As a story of my life sometimes. Well, I don't even know what I'm after here. There's too much stuff sometimes to choose from. Maybe we could do like a little park setting, just like gazebo. So, you know, if you're an employee or something, you might want somewhere to have your lunch. Some benches facing outward. Maybe a couple of picnic tables in here. And then just a garbage can. Put on the old prop anarchy. Just get that a little bit closer. Not really centered, so might as well take the time since we're right here doing this. Not really, but a little bit offset, so it I think that kind of works. And I really am a fan of putting these little message boards near the gazebo things here. It works for me. Maybe just get one tree in here too. Who's our winner? Oh, no, single, please. Yep. That's cool. Okay, so anarchy off. Back to the Rico. And okay, so Starbucks, we do want that in place. That can go over here. Oh, that's a nice looking one too. Very well modeled. Okay, so Starbucks. Instead of sharing this parking lots, I'd like to have some separation here. And I think we should go a bit further like that. So Starbucks back in place. And I probably will do some zoning, like some commercial zoning like this, just to fill in some of the spots, say like that even. Like a little bit back there. And then when we put the surface painter over top, that'll look really cool, I think. That'll have a nice little effect to it. Okay, so let's place these ones back in. Of course, no, are you really? Oh no, darn it. Okay, what's easier to move? Obviously all of this. No! How does this stuff happen? Okay, so instead of doing that, because that's just a little bit too ridiculous to have to move everything, I'm going to build the same kind of setup, but just along this back part right here. I mean, that's not the end of the world, right? Which is, of course, knowing our luck, right? Oh boy, story of our life. Okay, so that's not too hard to do. That connects right there. It's kind of neat, actually, the way this kind of comes in. You have to use the roundabout to get to your designated shopping district. And that means we can do something else over here that's kind of fun. Maybe we can do like a nightlife kind of thing. Okay. What am I looking for again here? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, so we do have a bit of room to try some of the parking lots, but I'm not going to risk it this time around. Let's just do it on these roads. Best Buy. And we'll keep an eye on space, because I might maybe put a little ring road or something around the back part of this as well. Let's see what kind of buildings we get in here. Oh, cool. And then Target. A little bit too big for that spot, it looks like. Right behind. Oh, that'd be kind of neat, actually, to make it seem like it's, oh, actually, I'm a big fan of that. Oh, I wish we could get some more buildings to work with that. Maybe the Best Buy can go over here. Oh, okay, guys, I think we have a game plan change right here. Oh, of course. Doesn't fit, of course. We went over this. That would fit, though. Okay, so the Toys R Us, not going there. Best Buy will stay. Where's the other big one? That's it, eh? Now I wonder if we could fit maybe a unique building or something. Or some of these UK style buildings. I think they're a little bit too big. Or not quite the right size type thing. Oh, Home Depot. Oh, perfect. Perfect. And I did download a different IKEA. I think we're going to do that one off on the other side. Oh, that's so fantastic. Yeah, this is definitely starting to look a little bit more like a strip mall. I'm really digging the feel and vibe of this right now. Okay, so some more parking lots, because you would need like tons of parking for this. I don't think this is enough right here, to be honest. Parks. And it would be nice to get some actual parks in here too, not just you know, like parking lots and shopping and stuff. Like if this were to somehow fit. The slope is too steep. Otherwise, that'd be such a nice little fit in there. Dude, perfect. But no, we can't get that lucky. Not every time. Anyone over here? Nope. Not moving up. Okay, so just parking lots. And let's get the one to cooperate in that spot. We'll just go like this. There we go. And we're going to terraform. Put that in place. And it's just a shame we can't get this part here to work. Okay, let's try something here. Not quite. I wonder if that'll do. Yeah, still not 100% what I'm after. Shame I can't go one more unit upwards. Oh my goodness, sometimes you just, you know, can't get the lucky the way you want to. Alright, well, I concede defeat. So let me just use a more narrow parking lot. And I'm still going to maybe do a partial tunnel there, because that looks kind of cool, I think. And then just keeping an eye on the time. I think we're actually going to maybe split this into a little double episode. So we'll end things off just after we finish this little part up right here. And then we'll finish off in the next episode. So if you guys are enjoying how this is turning out, definitely tune back in. And if you guys are, you know, if you had enough, if you've seen your fill of this, I'll see you guys maybe in a different project down the road with this one. That's kind of cool, though. You know, and again, the idea of these series, guys, is just to give you some, you know, inspiration, some ideas. You may not be doing something just exactly like this. You might even pick up a different spot, you know, better spot type thing, right? Just, you know, hopefully I do something here that you're just like, oh, okay, maybe I could try that or improve upon it or, you know, something like that, right? So I'm not trying to, you know, claim that I'm some expert or anything like that, right? Hopefully I'm just, yeah, giving you guys much needed inspiration. I hope you guys have some fun while you're here too. I like the way that works right there. Okay, so some zoning. That works for me. And I don't know who's producing power over here. Oh, of course. Of course, of course, of course, we have those things. But I mean, they're definitely not going to be enough, so. Let's bring over some actual power. And there is some zoning right here, so when this fills in, that should be enough. Let's put it on 3-speed. Of course, it's zoning everywhere but right here, of course. But let's get the concrete painter while we're waiting. And then by no means are we done with this area, like I said, right? We're just kind of filling it in to get maybe a bit of a better idea of how things are starting to look. Actually, I'm gonna do concrete on this side too. And we'll figure out this slope right here. So I think we might run a little small back road behind it, and then maybe you know, put in a fence or something like that, right? Like a wrought iron fence, just to kind of make things seem a bit safer. Okay. Coming together. Quite like this. And of course, it just has to rain. Second, we want to do a little bit of a showcase on our newly constructed area right here. I do realize this is in German, by the way, just in case you guys are like wondering what the heck. Just happens to be the asset, that's all. See, like along here, I put some fencing in, just clean this up. Just so this is not like, you don't drive off, you know. It'd be horrifying, right? You're playing like Pokemon Go, and you just like walk off the edge, right? Like that's not what we want here. And I mean, we'll see. We might maybe take out some of these buildings, but this is kind of neat, just having a little bit of just shopping here and there. I think the parking lots are a big factor. I like this. All right. Well, yeah. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna end the first little part right here. And if this is your kind of thing and you're enjoying this, what I'm gonna do is just kind of double up on the mall, add in some of the finer details, like that kind of stuff. I don't think the episode second part of this is gonna be as long, but yeah. And then long-term goal for the city. Our next episode of building, I want to do some high-density zoning and construction, and just, you know, kind of fill in this middle quadrant right here. Just kind of get the whole city kind of, you know, coming together. And then I'm thinking maybe in and around here, we may actually have some of those really, really tall office towers, and just kind of have like a cool little highway infrastructure thing going in between them. Something fun like that, right? All right, well, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for sticking with it. Looking forward to reading the comments, and yeah, hopefully this inspires you guys. And what I'll do is I'll link you the mod for the Rico, and I'll link you the pack that has all of these little, you know, shopping mall things in them. All right, guys, all the best. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.